We are Unity 2, building the scene, the class 1 of Unity 2, the shots. Shots are very important because in this course, we are learning how to tell stories, and we do that with the shots. Because I may have a close shot and I may have a wide one, and when I close and I open, I close and I open, I am guiding who is watching me. When we close and we open the shots, we have a logical sequence. And we're going to check it right now. I'm going to exercise with you. What happens if I start a video with a close shot? Check it out. And I ask you, who is this girl? What does she want? Where is she? What is she wearing? Do you know that? No, you are just imagining, because I have just given you a close shot. But you know about her color eyes, about her lipstick, about her hair. You know, she was kidding like this, a little bit silly. You know that because you have emotions, but you don't have context. I didn't give you yet. But you're gonna watch it right now. So you've checked, she is wearing black pants and she is wearing a white shirt, and it's very neutral behind her. Did you imagine she was in a classroom or in a room or in a kitchen? Did you imagine something like that? Did you imagine she was wearing a dress or red shoes? I give you the context right now, and I am showing you how, when we have a camera in our hands, I am able to guide someone's mind. And it's very simple to understand. But now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to give you a wide shot, and so I am give you a close one. Let's check it. So you saw this girl. She is writing. You don't know what is she writing. You know it's neutral behind her. You know what is she wearing. You know there's a table, but how is her emotions? Do you know that? Do you know if she's writing something because she's very happy? Did she get a prize? Is she rich or is she sad? How is her emotions? Do you know that? Let's check it. Oh, she's so mad. She's in a bad mood. What happened to this girl? Maybe you check her emotions in the wide shots, but not as good as now, especially because you saw better her face and it was a close shot. So we have here an important conclusion. We have here a definition. Open shots contextualize, closer ones express emotions. And this tip is like a gold. I remember when I used it to teach at university, and I remember I gave some exercise to my students before this class. And so I told them, okay, you're going to tell a story by a video. So you have your cell phone and tell us a story. And I remember they didn't do that. They didn't close shots and they did open ones. They made many mistakes that were very simple. In a moment that I needed a lot of emotions, the shot was wide. In the moment that I needed the contest, it was closed and I didn't understand. But what happened? Professor, you didn't see it. She was writing. No, I didn't see it. It wasn't a close. I didn't see it. But she was mad. Oh, I didn't see it. It was too open. This is very important. And I know it's simple. I know it's very simple. But you have to have it if you are telling stories. You have to know that. You have this power. You guide your audience, the people who is watching you, your spectator. You guide his mind or her mind. Okay? And now I'm giving you another attention. There are different names of shots. In this moment of this class, we are going to talk about nomenclature. Because since you know that, you need to close shots, you need to open shots all the time for telling stories. You need the names. Okay, I need a shot with is on the knees, but what's the name? So we need names. But the attention says here, there are different names of shots. What I mean here, there's no names which are globally accepted. I'm going to give you an example. For example, when you study biology, you know the name Homo sapiens, and this is Latin. And Latin is unusual in the world, and this is in purpose. When we have biology, doesn't matter if you are in China, if you are in United States, if you are in Brazil, if you are in Europe, Australia, doesn't matter. If you study biology, you have the name Homo sapiens for talking about humanity. Homo sapiens is humanity, doesn't matter where. And this name is globally used. What I mean is, I'm gonna give you some names here, but maybe if you watch a YouTuber or if you read a book about constructing movies, you're gonna have different names, and this is natural, especially because we have a lot of translators too. So there are different names. Some of them are very common. I'm gonna start here with the wide shots, with that ones that contextualize. I'm gonna to start that. And there's an observation here. The scenes and the movie usually starts with the wide shots, with the context. So, for example, I'm gonna to start a scene. I'm gonna to make a wide shot first, because I'm gonna show to my spectator where is my character is, what is he doing, does he want. So I give the context, okay? And the first nomenclature of wide shot, it's the long shot. What is the long shot? Is when I have a space above the head and under the foot of my character. It's when it's very open, it's wide. It's like when I have a shot of a city, of a forest, and I see little house, very small people here. It's long. It's very open. This name, long shot, is very usual. And so we are going to close a little more. Here we have the full shot. The full shot, it's contests a lot. In the full shot, I still know what is he or she wearing, where she or he is. It's contests, a lot of contests, but it's not so wide as the long one. The next one is the cowboy shot. It's interesting. This name, cowboy shot, I read many books with name Plano Americano. in Spanish or in Portuguese or Italian. It's a very famous name of this shot because of the Western movies. In the Western movies, it was necessary to show the gun. So they put the camera, they made the shot under the knees, above the knees, above the knees. And so it's still a lot of contest. But I have more expression than the long shot, of course. You know, the more I close, the more I have expressions. The more I open, the more I have contest. So here we have this nomenclature to help you. And I have a last shot that it's still contest, the median shot. When we have median shot, we have 50% contest, 50% emotion. So if you have a moment in your movie that you need both, you need emotions and you also need the contest, median shot may be a good option, okay? So now I'm gonna talk about the close shots. The next shots we are going to talk about, they are more emotions than contest. And here we have the next one, is the median close-up. So it's like here. Do you have contest? Do you know who is the character? Do you know what is he or she doing? What he or she wants? With median close-up, not so much, but you know the emotions. You know details in the face. You know about the eyes color. You know about the skin. You know many things of emotions, but contest, you didn't lose everything, but you had lost a lot in the median close-up. And the next one is the close-up. Here in the close-up, look at me. You almost lost everything, the contest, almost. But you have a lot of emotions. You know about the earrings, the mouth, the lipstick. You have emotions a lot when you have the close-up. And we still have another one, the extreme close-up. When you have the extreme close-up, you lost all the contest. You may start a scene with extreme close-up. Depends on your objective, depends on what you want, of course. If you want to show someone is very sad, you have a good lens and you want to show the tears and you start the scene like this. You start with a strong emotion. And so later you open, you have a wide shot and you show in the shot, why is this person crying? It's because she's in a war, for example. And you widen, you have an extreme close-up, and so you have a long shot. You may do that. You're guiding someone's mind. Okay? And before we finish this class, it's important another notation here. Cutting is a shot which explains an important revelation in the plot. So cutting is when I have a shot in an eye, like this picture, or when you have a shot in an object, and it's not for anything. Remember, you're guiding who is watching your video. So if you shot in a gun, in an eye, in something like that, it's like a tip for who is watching the video. So why? The spectator is gonna get it. So for example, why this cutting in this man's eye? Maybe because we are gonna to tell about what this man saw in his life, or what he's seeing, what is he wondering. There's something important in this eye. So I'm gonna give you, I'm wondering, I'm gonna tell you now. Imagine my story. I'm gonna to start like a long shot in a city. And so I have a shot in a girl that it's a medium shot, and I have a medium shot in a boy. I'm telling you a story. There's a city because I made a long shot. There's a girl because I made a medium shot. There's a boy because I made a medium shot. But now I'm gonna to make a cutting in a ring, for example, and it seems to be a Jew. And I'm gonna to make a close-up in the boy, and you see his expressions. He's ambitious. He's like, so he does something like this. What do you imagine? What is going to happen? Is he going to steal her? Maybe. I am making a logical sequence that I want you to think that. I'm guiding you. I'm guiding your mind. Is that what you have to do? Is that your power when you construct stories by shots? In the next class, we are going to talk about composition, and we are going to study how these shots are going to be very professional, very beautiful. I see you in the next class.